Can I say something before we start?
Sure.
Let's not cross-talk or everything, because we really, it's going to be hard to hear everything.
Yeah.
Okay, just let them ask the questions and answer them.
All right, so I guess let's just be honest. How does it feel to be playing Left Banke songs once again, 40 years after? What was basically your first instinct when you first thought of the idea, getting back together?
Tom Finn's Facebook page blew me away. I couldn't believe it.
He saw my Facebook page. This is Tom Finn. George saw my Facebook page and he got inspired. So he and Paul over there, the guitar player, started jamming with Charlie, our lifetime friend there. And they where did Charlie left, huh?
He's not a good enough friend.
Anyway, they started jamming downtown on the Lower East Side. And then George invited me and I brought in Mike Fornatell, and then we had something that sounded halfway decent. Then we got Rick here on the drums, and
good find.
So we put it together, and we kept working toward the idea that yes, we're the Left Banke, and we're going to do these songs. The first order of business is to sound like the records, because that's what the people want to hear. They want to hear the way the records sound.
Yeah.
As we get more down the line, we'll experiment more and do more new material and new albums, and make it the Left Banke, but maybe a little more up to date, whatever.
How long did the actual process take to get all the score down, practicing until you guys
That's
felt
your
like you were polished?
Ask Mike that.
That's Mike Discourse.
Mike Fornatell is going to answer this.
Oh, I want to hear this.
I listened to the records and I said, how can I make this orchestra sound with the least number of people? And I came up with 3. One violin, one cello, and a keyboard. And so I wrote the charts over a period of about 4 months, I guess.
Wow.
They had never played most of those songs. They had never played anything from the second album live.
Really?
Never.
Right. Back in the 60s, we never played one song live from our
Especially
second album.
acoustic stuff.
And they were going, oh, you don't want to do that one. You don't want to do that one. I was going, yes, you want to do that one.
So Mike was like, he was like sort of the taskmaster there for a while, telling us, convincing us that we should do everything from the first and second album,
Right.
which we pretty much did tonight, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 songs. We did everything.
Exactly. And does the reissuing of like Left Banke 1, Left Banke 2, does that coincide with this kickoff tour? Did that come after the fact?
That
That
was
came-
literally
that
just
was-
a coincidence.
Yeah.
Just
It
a coincidence,
happened.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and, you can see all this in the support we're getting from the record company.
It's amazing.
It's wonderful.
So what have you been up to these last decades? I know you do a DJ.
Yeah, I do parties. I'm a live DJ. I have a very good record collection and CD collection, and I go out and, being that I'm, I have a long history in music, I'm able to look at a crowd and, see what they look like and figure out what type of music they like and play it for them. And a lot of other DJs can't do it because they're a lot younger than me, number one. They don't have the same point of reference that I do. And I've been able to make a good career for myself over the last 30 years doing this now.
Wow.
And I've done the White House. I did Whitney Houston's wedding. I mean, Robert De Niro's wedding. It just goes on and on and on, the type of gigs that I've done, And I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I was able to, have the ability to do that stuff.
Well, you're always good at music.
Thank you, George.
He's like, you can name a song from the 20s, Tom will pick it up and find out. Get it to you. This guy is incredible. He's good.
Yeah, I'd be good at the college radio station, I'd really be good.
Oh,
I
You know,
bet. They
like
got
your
rid of all
station.
the
You should pull me in there.
really?
Tom wants a
We're
job.
How about yourself, George?
I kind of gave up on music for a long time,
I don't know
and
what
I
you're
just
saying.
happened to meet Paul one day. I was carrying my
Eyeliner?
sticks, he's carrying his guitar.
What?
I don't know, we just looked at each other and we just sort of clicked, and Paul brought me to his rehearsals and we started jamming. And then I like I said, I got into Facebook, and one day I approached Paul and he said, Paul, we're going to do the Left Banke. What do you think? Okay. He
Paul
says,
said,
I
"What's
want to
the
play.
Left Banke?"
We just play. This is a musician right here, this kid. He lives by it.
Yeah.
So, man, he was like, he got Mickey Finn in this group,
Right.
which is really great.
We started working with Charlie.
Yeah, and we started Charlie.
Charlie, are you on any of the records?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the third album. I play 7 songs on it. 9 to 10 songs
Yeah.
on Strangers on a Train.
The Strangers on the Train LP is really interesting. I read that you released it many years after
Right.
the fact you recorded it.
Right.
What was the whole...
That was because the person that we signed it to, Victor Benedetto from Cam, a music publisher, he's a publisher, in the contract that I negotiated with my lawyer, our lawyer, we stated that if he doesn't procure a record deal for us, we get the rights to all our songs back from the publishing.
Right.
So his contract was running out and his time limit, so he got the first record company that would put it out. He basically just got some Grateful Dead reissued label to put it out.
Relics.
Relics Records, which you never heard of, and no, and it's because he just wanted to make sure he didn't lose the publishing. That's the only reason it came out at all.
Were you satisfied with that record?
No. No, because out of the 12 songs that are on that record, only 2 or 3 of them were done as right and proper masters in a studio with the proper producer and engineer, and everything else was a demo.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I
and
was
this-
surprised to even read about the third
Yeah.
record.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you know,
it was
a
a
lot of
demo.
people-
The whole thing was a demo album, and the other stuff, it came out terrible because they used studio
Yeah.
musicians and sounded like crap again.
And there's some great songs on that.
There's some really good songs
Really
in there,
good
and it
songs.
could have been a lot better than it was, but
I almost feel like doing it all over. Reissuing down.
yeah.
Only our way.
And I guess here's the inevitable question that is the white elephant in the room. I mean, you're taking on Steve Martin Caro's singing ability, and it's spot on.
Thanks.
Has there been any contact with Michael Brown or Steve Martin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any
sure.
interest from them?
Yeah, they're always interested, and our opinion is here that there's always a chair for them if they want to, sit in or, do a song or two or whatever.
Yeah.
But neither one of them are in the position to be able to play music right now, just because of physical reasons and other things. But
That's the official answer. But
Yeah.
the truth is, they're tied in the trunk of my car.
So,
I would love to be honest with you. I would love for Michael to come up and play a song or two, and Steve to come up and sing a song or two. But that's about as far as it's going to go, as far as I can see right now.
all right. Well, I mean, there's always hope for that in the future.
Yeah, of course there is.